Hi everybody, thank you for coming back to my channel, Lady of Huntington. I just wanted to give a shout out to Life with Patty. She did something a little bit early which I thought was a lot of fun. So I am going to be copying her right now and doing exactly what she did. So she's pretty much saying that she speaks one way and mentions one word, and somebody else will say something different for the same word. So like soft drink and soda pop. You know, different people from different areas may call it something different. So let's go through a couple of the things that she actually said. Then I'm going to have a little bit of an Aussie slang little go with you to see if any of you may know what they are. Anyhow, excuse me for looking down, but my memory's not great at the best of times, and I certainly can't remember everything she said. So for me, you can either say hi, hello, howdy, or good day. I mean, everyone knows good day. It's an Australian slang word for hello. So what do you say? So creek, river, what do you call it? I call it a creek. We can call pants by different names also. Do you call them pants, breeches, trousers, jeans, or slacks? Now, some of these words Patty used, some I'm adding to because are what we actually call it. So if I'm wearing a pair of pants, I would consider them to be like a dressier pair of pants for women. Trousers are a dressier pair of pants, I would think, for men. This is just the way I think. Everyone has their own opinion. If I'm wearing denim, jeans, I call them jeans. So what do you call them? Do you go to the movies? If you go to the movies, do you say, I'm going to the movies, I'm going to the cinema, or the theatre? I'm going to the movies. What do you call it? Well, there's a few different words for having dinner. Do you say, come in guys, we're having dinner, or dinner's ready? Or do you say tea's ready? Or do you say supper? I call it dinner. A lot of other people around here call it tea. As my daughter says, tea's a drink. Or tea's a letter of the alphabet. It's dinner, guys. So that's what we call it, dinner. Soft drink, soda, soda pop, or Coke. Apparently, Patty was saying that some people call soda Coke, regardless of whether it's Coke, Fanta, or Solo, or Mountain Dew, or any of those things. They're all called Coke. Now, I call it soft drink here. What do you call it? Do you call it pop, Coke, soft drink, or soda? Or something completely different? Pancakes. Now, I call them pancakes. Do you want pancakes for breakfast? But if we go to Macca's, they're called hotcakes. So Patty also mentioned flapjacks. So what do you call them? I call them pancakes. Now, purse, pocketbook, bag, or handbag. Do you carry your purse with you, or do you carry your bag or handbag or pocketbook? What do you call it? What do you put your money and your cards in? I call it my wallet. And if I'm carrying it in a bag, I call it my bag. Others call it a purse. So what do you call it? Now, Patty mentioned this one. I don't know, we don't have them here, and she did mention that she didn't have them either. Fireflies and a lightning bug. What would you call it? A few others that I've got here that she's mentioned. A freeway or a motorway. Interstate. We call it a highway here. I don't know what you call it. So let me know in the comments below. What do you call it? When you go shopping, do you grab a trolley, a shopping cart, or a buggy? I grab a trolley. What do you grab? Okay, I live on acreage, and we have a little buggy that we get around in. Some people call them four-wheelers, quads, a rhino, or a buggy. I call mine a rhino. What do you call yours? With tennis shoes. Here's another one I was about to say, one of the ones I've already said. Tennis shoes, sand shoes, runners, or sneakers. Now, what do you call them? I call them sand shoes. But everybody says something different. Be interested to know what you call them. What have we got here? A popsicle, a freezy. We call them an icy pole. Well, others call it an ice block. What do you call it? Or that is for one which is predominantly water and like a cordial or something like that put into it, or fruit. That's what I call an ice block or an icy pole. If I'm wanting something soft and creamy, I call that an ice cream. What do you call it? A fruit box or a popper. These are the small little square or rectangular type drinks that you get some soft drink in, and a lot of the times your children will take them to school. In Tasmania, they are called a fruit box. But in Queensland, where we live for the majority of our lives and our children were born, or one of them was born, one was 18 months old when we left, they call them a popper. What do you call them? Cheerios, cocktails, or little boys, the little Savaloys. We call them Cheerios in Queensland. In Tassie, they're called cocktails. What do you call them? Swimmers, bathers, togs, or a swimsuit. Now, in Queensland, we call them togs. We come down here to Tassie and they're called bathers. What do you call them? Scallops or a scallop. This is the fish that comes in a shell. I call them scallops. However, if you're in Tassie and you ask for a scallop, you will get a scallop. If you're in Queensland and you ask for a scallop, you get a potato cake. In Tassie, we call them potato cakes. So, who would have guessed it? What do you call them? What about your mobile phone? Do you call it a mobile, a cell phone, or a phone? I call it my mobile mobile most of the time. What do you call it? What about a bra? A bra, a brassiere, or like a boob tube? What do you call it? I call it a bra. Plain and simple. Alrighty guys, so that's Patty's little questionnaire and a little bit of fun we had with Patty there. I've added a few that I think are interesting. So, as promised, here's my Aussie slang little quiz for you all. So, what does hard yakka refer to? Write it in the comments below and I'll let you know how you go. I'll come back on tomorrow and I'll give you all the answers. What time of the day is it at Sparrow's Fart? What are mates' rates? What does it mean to be knackered? In Australia, what is McDonald's normally known as? What does it mean to have a crack? What is a sanger? To be a stubby short of a six-pack is to be what? What is the late Steve Irwin's famous catchphrase? Now, I think most people will probably know that one. What does she'll be apples mean? Okay, guys, write your answers in the comments below. I'll have a look and I'll come back on tomorrow and I'll give you the answers to all of those questions that I've just asked you in relation to Aussie slang. Have a wonderful day and I hope you had a little bit of fun with this. Cheers. Talk to you soon. Bye.